Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Namonde. So I am back again with another DIY project. So I thought today let us make this a beginner friendly apron, which I hope it is easy to do. We will see now. So now I will quickly show you what is needed for us to be able to make this apron, and then we begin with our project. Okay, now let's see what we need for our apron. So our apron needs 3 pieces of fabric. The first fabric is your main fabric. This is the piece that's gonna be your apron. There, as you can see there, the big piece is gonna be your main apron. Mine is about 70 by 60 centimeters. This is the size, the size that will fit my body. And then you need the waist belt there. That is your second piece. I did some extensions there, as you can see, on both sides to make it longer. You see, it was one piece like that, and then I extended it there and there, both sides, to make it longer so that it can go and tie at the back. And then this one is about 170 by 13 centimeters. And then the third piece is your pockets. So I want my apron to have 2 pockets. So that is that is my template. So I just winged it. This is the pocket I used in my last project as well. So I just drew something, a thing like a pocket, and then I'm using it to cut my pockets. So yeah, so it's pockets, the belt, and the main fabric. So now what I am going to do now, I am going to go on and fold my fabric there on both sides of my apron. I'm gonna fold there and press on and iron, and then I will stitch there, and then I will come back and show you what is the next step. Okay, so the pressing and stitching on the sides is done. As you can see, I've done the stitching there, as you can see, on both sides. It's done. So the next step now is that I want my apron to have gatherings in front. So I want to do some stitching for gathering. The way to do that is that I must set my machine stitch I must set my machine stitch a length so that the stitching is not that tight in a way. So I've set my machine up to the widest stitch length. So yeah, let's start the stitch for the gathering. Okay, so when you're stitching for gathering, you must always make sure that you leave the tails there, like they must be long for you, so that you are able to pull them when you want to gather, and pull them and try and figure out your gathering. Okay, so that is line number 1. I want to do 3 lines so that my gathering will be nicely done. So just about there. You don't backstitch. Okay, so friends, so our 3 lines for gathering, the gathering stitching that I was doing now are done. 1, 2, 3 lines of gathering. As you can see there, we've got 3 lines. And then here you've got these tails, the tails that I said you must kind of leave them as you sew your gatherings, so that now is the time to use the tails. So you will have about 6 tails there, since you have 3 lines, 3 bottom tails and 2 top tails. So all you need to do is decide which tails you want to pull. You want to pull the top or the bottom tail. So I like pulling the top tails. So now our gathering begins. So what you do is that you pull there, slightly pull. Okay, so you keep pulling and shifting and moving until you like the skirt, or you like the apron. Until it's the shape or the length or the size that you like. You keep pulling and shifting on both sides of your skirt until you reach whatever wish or the kind of gathering that you are aiming for. Okay, I hope you see this gathering thing of mine. So it's just about, you keep slightly pulling. You don't want to break your threads. You keep slightly pulling there and shifting, but you want something that is even on both sides, something that looks nicely uniform. So you don't want big gatherings on one side and then on other side small gatherings. So you just want to make something that is kind of even, and yeah. So yeah, that is the gathering process. Done with gathering now. So now we are doing the waist belt. So what I've done now here, as you can see, it was something like that, and then I pressed both sides of the belt, pressed, and then I pressed half. Okay, so I pressed both the raw edges there, press them in, and then I pressed half to form that kind of a belt looking thing. So I did that all around. So that is my pressed belt now. So what I'll do now, I'll go and attach my waist belt to the apron. Okay, gathering done and the belt is pressed. Now what we need to do now is to attach the belt to the apron. Okay, so the first thing that we need to do before we do any attachment, we need to locate the center of both the skirt and the belt. And the quickest way to find your center is by just folding your thing in half, and then you have your center there. So that's your center, and then you put your skirt like this, the inside up like that, because that's how I want to work it out. And then your center of the belt must go to the center of the apron. Okay, and then you continue pinning to pin your and attach your belt to the apron, so that you can go on and and sew them together. Okay, there is your apron attached. As you can see how I did not attach it from the outside. I've attached it from the inside. You see, it's like that. Attach it from the wrong side. So what I'm gonna do next now is I'm gonna stitch there on that line there, stitch all the way, and then I'll come back and show you the next step. Okay, the stitching is done now. I've just done the stitch there. So the next step now is that just now come to the front of the apron. The next thing, don't mind the stitch, those gathering stitches there, you will take them off when you are done. So the next thing now is that I must complete my my belt, to attach my belt. So I just pin there. So I'll just pin all around there, as you can see now, but the belt now is coming up together. And then I will start stitching there, go all the way to the next side. My belt will be attached. Okay, so now I'll just continue and pin, and then after pinning I'll go to the machine and sew as I showed you, and then the process of attaching belt will be done, and then we'll move on now to the next step. Okay, so the belt is now attached. The belt is attached. You can see the threads are still there. I'll take them out later. You can take them out by now, yeah. So you can take the gathering threads out, but I'll take them out later. So the belt, the waist belt, as you can see, is attached now. So the next thing now that I want to look at now is the pockets. So I'm gonna do my pockets like this time. So as you can see, these are two pieces of fabric facing the right side. The right side is facing each other like that. And then what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna stitch all around, and then I'm just gonna leave opening there so that I can flip my pocket like this, and then I will attach it. So yeah. That's the pocket. Let's go and attach it. Okay, so now it's all about positioning your pockets. You put the pockets in a position that you want them to be. If you want them to be high, if you want them to be a bit low, and all that. So I've done that already. I've put my pocket, I've positioned my pockets, and then I've pinned them already. So all I need to do now is to just attach them or stitch them on my apron, and then that will be it with the pockets. And then the next step now will be the hem. So I will have to go to my ironing board and then press down there and then do my hem, and then stitch it, and then the apron will be done. So let me go and do my attach my pockets. Okay, so our pockets are in place now, as you can see, pockets in place there. And then the next thing now that we're gonna do to finish up our apron now is to finish up the hem. So as you can see now that I've already pressed there, I've already pinned and pressed my hem there. So all what I need to do now is to stitch now. Stitch all the way and finish up the apron, and then our apron will be done. So the hem, it really depends on you, how much do you like this here, your hem. You like it bigger, you make it bigger. You like it smaller, you make it smaller. So yeah, so let me go and stitch, and then I'll come back and show you the finished apron. Okay guys, so thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye.